I'm live. This is day number 37 of building my business till 10k a month, or maybe even more. Who knows? Who knows how it will end up? So what I'm building. The question number one, as always, right? What I'm building. Let me show you what I am building. Not this. I am building a coding school. Coding school, and look at this. This is a new landing page. Building coding school where you can go from complete zero, complete beginners in Salesforce development and become a developer. At least that's the idea. So far it looks like this, and this is actually really good. This is the improvement that my team have done so far. So it looks really great. But before we actually start with all of that, I created a Discord server here. So everyone, if you want to join the Discord server. The idea behind this Discord server, and this is something that we're gonna define a little bit more today. So the announcement, I'm live. Channel, what channel is it? I don't know, announcement? Testing. Testing. Nice. Nice. So it does work. It does work. Okay, so we created here this Discord server. The plan for today is first I'm gonna show you and review the LinkedIn post that we've done yesterday. Then we're gonna finish the Discord. I've got a few ideas for the Discord. And finish webinar. I don't think we're gonna make it today. We're gonna make it today because I have a delivery that I need to pick up. So yeah, that's the plan. Let me, as always, check that everything works. Yep. And what about Twitch? Twitch works as well. And as always, I'm gonna write yay, day 37. Which is kind of crazy because day number 37, that's a lot. That's a lot. So, the LinkedIn post that I've done yesterday, or we done together, it was actually, people liked it quite a lot. So I've got 155 likes or reactions, not sure how to call it exactly, and 11,000 impressions, which is quite well performing post. So that's good. That's good. I like it. And I think I finally found a style that works. If you look at my last post that I've done, so this one, this one, and this one, they all look kind of similar, yeah, because I think this is something that people really like. And there are a lot of people who are really shitting on LinkedIn because they're like, oh, LinkedIn is so lame, LinkedIn is blah blah blah, such a corporate mess and all of that. Well, yeah, maybe, but you know, it doesn't bring you any revenue to be pessimistic about those things. So don't shit on the stuff like TikTok, for example. There are a lot of people who got quite a lot of money with the TikTok, and people used to shit on TikTok, right? And the same with LinkedIn. So I don't think it brings too much of being pessimistic. Yeah, and by the way, any type of impressions or how many likes you get, how many followers you have, it's all vanity metrics. It doesn't matter at all. Because it does not translate directly, you have that many followers means you earn that much. No one cares. No one cares. As if you can't monetize your followers, if you can't monetize the audience that you have, all of that doesn't matter at all. So, LinkedIn review, done. What do I mean when I say finish Discord? I mean, first I want to set up points, and second I want to set up YouTube notification bot if there's some. Let's see, I'm not so sure about this one. But before that, I want to define values. So this is actually something that I wanted to speak about. Kind of what are my values around building a business in general. And this is something that I want to organize the community around. So here was what I values. And I mean, I'm not super experienced, right? So this is something that I believe. I'm figuring out everything on the fly. So my values. First, marketing over coding. I believe that this is, if you're spending on coding majority of your time, you're doing it something wrong. Unless you have a really good market fit and unless you already have some revenue, and then you can spend time on coding because you know that the thing that you're building is something that people actually want. Let me turn on here the saved music. Okay, marketing or coding. Then marketing or coding. What else? I had so many ideas today in the morning, and now my brain is blank. The best way to build a business. Learn how to sell. And when I say learn how to sell, by selling I also mean marketing in general. So marketing and sales, they're basically same. So marketing, sales, or coding. The best way to build a business, learn how to sell. Third, hustling is wrong. The whole idea behind that, oh, I'm working 14 hours a day, or I'm working all the time that I'm awake, all these ideas, they are wrong. They are not so okay, they are not wrong. They just people do it, and I do it too. So I work a lot. But this is not the right thing that you should do. This is the thing that we are building a business in order to have a good life. We're not building a business in order to work all the time and basically work. Imagine if you spend all your 20s just completely only working. You will be you will shorten your lifespan to I don't know how many years. Like, why would you do that? There is a study that shows dependency on how much you overwork versus how much shorter is your life in general, or your life expectancy. So if you overwork in 20s, it shortens your lifespan. So don't do that. There's time for hustle, there's time for working a lot, but in general, hustling and working a lot is from this book, the 4-Hour Work Week. Here, that's the book. It serves me as a holder for my microphone. So they say here that the Tim Ferriss says that hustling or grinding or however you should call it is a type of procrastination, and this is true. Imagine someone like Bill Gates. Do they hustle a million times more than you. Probably no, but they have a million times more money than you. So it's much more important what are you working on than how much you work. And it also goes for example, if you work as a, I don't know, if you work real low leverage job, like for example a cleaner, then you can hustle as much as you want. You won't become a millionaire, right? So it's kind of applying the applying this whole working mentality to the wrong thing, because it won't bring you that much. Okay, let me check the streams. Yeah, everything seems to be working. Nice. Hustling is wrong. Zaid, hi, welcome. Hustling is a form of procrastination. We are building a business to work, or I would say to be able to work less, not more. So why would I ever want to build a business if that will require me to work like 3 times more than I would as an employee? That doesn't make that much sense. And here's another example. So here, and this is example from the book. So imagine the person one. The person one earns take 20k a month and works 80 hours. Person 2 earns 3k a month and works 5 hours. It's quite clear which person gonna be much more successful in the next 5 years, right? If you take it about the next 5 years, it's quite clear that the person 2 will be much more successful and much better off in life in general than the person 1, right? Than the person 1. So the whole hustle culture, I'm not a big fan of, which doesn't mean that we don't hustle, right? Doesn't mean that we don't hustle. Sometimes there's definitely time for grind and for a lot of work. That's for sure. And yeah, so but not all the time. Not all the time. And we should kind of strive more to more balanced instead of unbalanced life, right? Okay, so my values: marketing over coding. The best way to build a business: learn how to code. What did I say? Learn how to sell. Learn how to sell, not learn how to code. No. I would put on the number 3 here because it fits well. When starting a new business, first sell, then build. When starting a new business, first sell, then build. So don't do the mistake that a lot of people do, like first build the product that no one needs, and then trying to sell it. And there was a number 5. I really regret I didn't write them down immediately. Number 5, that I believe there is no easy. There's no shortcut. I'm not sure how to write shortcut. So what I mean by the shortcut, there are definitely some things that can be more complex, and some things that are more difficult. Okay, so what do I write here? I read that you're making a coding school wherein we can learn, become Salesforce developer. You're gonna create LMS learning management system yourself, or gonna use another service? We already have it, so I'm not really sure what exactly do you mean by LMS. So I can maybe show here. Sign in. Hey, sign me in. Ah, okay, it already signed in. Alright. I see. Connect org. I can show how it looks inside. So that's actually, the landing page is quite cool already. So that's looks good. Maybe here the borders a little bit. And maybe make it a little bit smaller. But in general, that looks really, really great. I like how it looks. We need also to add a little bit more design here. And then if you go to modules. Oh wow, what happened to the modules? This is a bug. Ah, look, this is not a bug. Okay, interesting. Okay, so here if you go here, we have variables, and we're gonna go and solve the variables task here. String, blah blah. Why is it caps? Everything to equal. And it's gonna say, oh, okay, everything's variable must be of type, must have a value like this. So we need my name, we need called by name. And then done. So this is kind of already, I would say this is just homegrown LMS. And I'm gonna write into the Trello to Sasha. Yeah, basically it's like, yeah, I would agree that it's like own platform. Okay, on my screen I see 4 modules instead of 3 in the row. And screenshot. Oop. And that will be done by Sasha. Okay, nice. Yeah, the feedback, do we have some kind of feedback to this landing page? Because this is something that Sasha showed me only today. I didn't see it before. I would say the feedback would be that we probably need to remove here, so this is a way to cut off. How to call it? Not remove. I don't even know how to put it in English. Like, how to do this bulb? Oh my god, my English today. You have started recording the video lectures, and have you got like pre-sold them? I didn't because I decided to run my cohort-based course first and run the course on this platform basically, instead of launching at a separate platform, and then collect enough feedback from the people who are using this platform, and then run this platform as a separate one. And currently I'm developing the whole sales funnel for the 12-week cohort-based course that I'm gonna be running. And the thing that is stopping me is my visa, because I'm still waiting for the visa, so I cannot collect the money from people in any way. So I'm currently doing basically developing webinar and developing the whole sales funnel for this launch. I think I'm gonna get the visa this month. So we're gonna launch in March, the latest. Exactly. So I'm gonna collect enough feedback from people, And then we're gonna take the same sales funnel that we developed for running this cohort-based course and apply it for the launch of the platform. And we're gonna also implement the learnings that I'm gonna have from the launching the cohort-based course and all the the whole sales funnel, basically. And it's gonna give us a little bit of revenue. And I do have a lot of pre-sold people literally asking me when gonna be the next course. And I think I have around 1,000 people in the email who are waiting on the wait list. So I'm quite confident that I'm gonna be able to launch at least some degree the course. Like at least 10 people I'm gonna get, that's for sure. I can like manually just point out 10 people who want to start the course. Yeah. So going back to my escalator, this is what I believe. So for me, what I see is the biggest bottleneck in my skills that keeps me from getting into some really good revenue, basically building company, is just pure marketing skills, marketing and sales skills. Like I understand how to build a good product. I understand what people want because I have spent the last 2 years basically speaking to the people. I understand how to build it. I have very few experience with marketing, and this is what I am kind of learning. And I think as soon as I get the marketing part, I think we're gonna be able to move much quicker than we are moving right now. So marketing over coding or any other building skills. If you're a really good marketer, you will be able to sell very mediocre products. But if you're a good builder but zero marketer, you won't be able to sell anything. So the best way to build a business, learn how to sell. But here a small kind of yes, but I think the way to build a business for everyone is its own. So every single person is gonna have completely different experience with how to build a business. I believe for now that the best way to start a business is start a service-based business with the skills that you already have. If you're a developer, start teaching development. If you're a marketer, start offering the marketing to other people. I believe that this is the best way. I like the educational business where you teach something because I know I kind of was interested into teaching and education all the time. But you don't really need to do that, right? You can go and offer your services to other companies, for example. And something that I regret in the way I approach the whole business stuff is that I was always focused on B2C all the time. And B2C is the first thing that you think about, but it is much more. You can make, I think, much easier living if you offer B2B services and if you have a skill that you can offer for B2B for companies. Okay, so when Illuminati, hello. So then when starting a new business, first sell or pre-sell or get some kind of confirmation that you that what you're trying to build is actually something that people want. Then the next value is that we are not for hustling here. We are here to build some sustainable stuff and actually for the long run. And we don't want to just work out 1 year and then be completely burned out and have no life at all. Like that doesn't make sense. You're not building business in order to pose everything else you have, but you can make compromises. Like for example, I compromise expensive apartment. I don't live in a fancy apartment. I live in a quite a shitty one. I pay very few for apartment. I also compromise on fancy food and restaurant and all of that. I live on a very small amount of money currently, so I do compromise things, but not like I'm not closing myself in the closet for forever. And I do spend money on travel, for example, or on the gym. And the last thing that I believe quite a lot, that no matter what you start, it's gonna be hard. And if you think that, for example, oh, I'm building this business, it's so much easier, or like I'm building this business, it's so hard, and then I'm gonna start building another business and it's gonna be so easy. No, most likely it's gonna be hard. But also, again, some businesses are harder and some businesses are easier to build. Like if you want to build a storage facility, probably you need a lot of capital for that. You can't do it as a beginner, right? Yeah, so those are the value that I believe, and I'm gonna send them. I'm gonna send them here in the general. Okay, here are the values I come up with that I believe and hope to build the community around. Or at least have a choice to not overwork. There's no shortcut. Business will have some hard parts. Will There's no shortcut. What shortcut? There's no shortcut. How many times did I say business already on this stream? When starting a new business, first sell, then build. The best way to build a business, learn how to sell. Marketing / sales over coding. Do you agree, guys? Do you have any suggestions? Okay. And I wonder if you go to Twitch and write Discord, if it's gonna display it. Let's see. If I say Discord, no, it doesn't. Okay. Join Discord. Okay. So, what's... Yeah, so this is done. Define values. Let's see if there are any suggestions, any... Let me just modify this thing. Any suggestions? New members. Welcome, everyone. Glad to see you all. So many people joined already. Like, I didn't expect that many people to join. So, quite cool. Alright, this is done. This is define values. I think that's done. I mean, unless you have some kind of modification. This. Set up points. Now, I want to set up points. I'm a big fan of any type of gamification, so I want to set up points for... Welcome. What are you building or... or working on. Okay, Illuminati, is it you? If I can guess, that's you. Alright, so setup points. I want to set up points. Amari bot. The simplest Discord level system bot. Welcome. Okay, so the bot says that if I write how can I access this bot? Like, is there any? Yeah, but it already has the access. Okay, close. Okay, docs. Let's read the docs. If you don't understand something, most likely need to read the docs. Getting started. Okay, so what I want to set up with this is like how many messages, like if you send more messages, you get more points. You need administrator. I really don't understand how that works. Okay, let's see. I need some visual. Amari bot Discord. Let's see. I need some visual stuff. Show me visually how to do that.
Before we get started, I'd like to invite you to join my Discord server, Washi's Wonderful World. I made a new icon for it. It's a cool community, and if you need help with anything you see in the video, you can order. Once running this command, the first thing you're going to do is create a few.
Okay. Yeah, but it doesn't show me. Okay. Or can I chat this? Aha. Now I understand it. Ah, okay. So if I run, for example, this one, nice. Look at this. Nice. Okay, so how can I now set up the... Okay, how can I set up now what are the ranks and what are the numbers? Modify experience. And let's start with 130. Focus. Where's the problem? Ah, because other way around. Within a guild. Okay. Let me create a new channel and let's say it private channel. Private. So that I don't skip. Okay, so I'm the only one here in this channel, I hope. So that I don't spam you with all this stuff. I don't get it. Okay. Only donators. Okay, only donators. Now I understand. Okay, now I understand. So only donators can get access to this thing. What's this help? Give me help. Help. Okay. So what about setting? Settings. Okay. Let's see
A few channels and a few
what the
roles.
video says.
To create a role, head over here, server settings, roles, and you can click create role. I already have these roles set up. For the sake of the video, I will have a level 1 role set up and a level 5 role set up. These are roles I want users to get when they reach a certain level. They can unlock different permissions in the server, such as image perms or external emoji perms, so it kind of incentivizes chatting in your server. Now, you also want to do a level up channel. This will be where the bot sends level up messages to. To make a reward level, do R, the prefix, and then R level, add the level you want the users to be at when they get the role. So let's say 1 at level 1. The role for level 1 has been updated to level 1. Also, if you would like to remove a reward level, you can do R level remove 1. Now the role set for level 1 has been deleted. I'm going to add that back real quick for the sake of the video though.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to adopt. That's what I wanted to do
Now,
actually.
to set an announcement for people when they level up, you can do announce, set, and then mention the channel. You can do this in your main chat, but I'd recommend against it if your server isn't particularly active, because it would mean that the level up messages would kind of clog up the feed of your server and it'd be harder for people to chat. There are also some more announced custom things you can do with this. So you can also do announce ping, and then toggle it either on or off. This basically decides whether a user will be pinged when they level up in your announcement channel. I
Nice.
personally like to have this on, but it's always up.
Announce ping on. Okay, so let's create the level up channel. Let's create the level up channel. Text level up. I'm on it. So level up, and I hope you don't get notifications for all of that. Show me help again. So let's create server settings. Role. Let's create a role, and let's call it junior. Create a role. And view channel. What is? Can I just copy this role? Can I copy this role? It's actually okay. It's a little bit confusing. Okay, wait a second. Delete. Okay, so let's say we have here a coder, right? Coder and marketer. This is something that that you set it up. I don't know if you're watching it, but it's something that you have set up. And why I'm here not online? That's also strange. But invite help back update. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to how he was creating again R level as 1. Okay. R level add 1, and then we called level 1 like this. I see. Now I get it. So we create the rules. And then we assign them to the levels, and then it's gonna take the experience basically. And nice, I like it. Where's the? Wait. Did I just remove myself from admins or something? No. Okay. What the hell is that? Okay. Oh my god, Discord's so confusing. Hi, Secret. Welcome. Trying to set up the experience point system for Discord, which is basically just procrastinating, actually. Instead of doing the work, I'm trying to set up those point systems, but it's fine. That's fine. I actually had super bad sleep today in the night, so I'm kind of procrastinating a little bit. Okay, let's see. So coder. Let's see what permissions did I have. Okay. So if I take roles, if I create a new role, I'm gonna call it, let's say, junior. Create a role. Junior. Marketing is how important it is, most lacking skill in Ukraine-based startups. I kind of agree, actually. I mean, not that there are that many Ukrainian startups, right? Okay, we have a junior, and then we have middle, and let's make it like this. And then we have a senior. This. Now we should be able to do something like this. Should be able to say, yeah, hey, where are my roles? It's called junior. Yeah, well, that was stupid. I'm assigning everyone to the... Okay. Now the second one will be to the middle, and the 3 one will be to the senior. I meant for bootstrapping startups. This field is rapidly growing. I went through the startup school by startup depot, changed my mind regarding business. Yeah, I think so. Here's what one of the values that I think building a startup is a wrong approach. Like, you should not build a startup. You should try. So instead of building so see, startups, this is Olympics for business people. It's like you haven't even tried to box. For example, take the boxing example, right? You haven't even tried to box in your local gym, and you're trying to go and compete with on the professional championship. Like, that's not gonna work. Um, and for some people it will, but for most people it won't. So in my opinion, instead of building startup, we should focus on just make your first $100 online. Just make the first $100 online, or first $1,000, and it's gonna change completely how you view the business. As soon as I made my first $100 online, like, that just changed everything. How I was like, wow, I can actually do that. I can actually go on my own and earn money without someone just giving me the money. Changed completely my perception. So yeah, but I see what you mean. So um I am not into startups. Like, startups, I don't really care that much about startups. Um and I think for most people should not care about startups as well. Okay, so let's reassign. Can I assign this junior level to everyone except? Okay, the community manager is gonna stay here. Well, I wanna assign based on the amount of points. So if someone... Great take. That's exactly what I was feeling during my time there. Yeah, that's I agree. Like, most people shouldn't try to build a startup. Okay, so yeah, see you. Okay, so the next part, I wanted to set up that the roles are assigned automatically um based on the amount of points people get.
There are also some more custom things you can do with this. So you can also do announce, ping, and then toggle announce, set, and then mention the channel.
Okay. Announce. Set. No, wait, I don't want to have the announce. Or wait, what is
Channel. You can do this in your main chat, but I'd recommend against it if your server isn't particularly active, because it would mean that the level of messages would kind of clog up the feed of your server and it'd be harder for people to chat.
Okay.
There are also some more announced custom things you can do with this. So you can also do announce, ping, and then toggle it either on or off. This basically decides whether a user will be pinged when they level up in your announcement channel. I personally like to have this on, but it's always up to you. You can also send custom level up messages with the MariBot. There are some variables that you can use, and I'll leave them up on the screen right here, or in the description as well. So for example, we can do announce, custom, and then the text that we want to use. So we could do congrats, and then we can do user dot
I hope it doesn't interfere with what we already have here with the announcements. Still can do the announcements, right? Yeah, I still can do them.
ping. You have leveled up to level, and then level. To see these variables, you can also run the command announce level. You can then see the variables right here.
Nice.
You can also do custom announce messages for each level. For example, if we wanted to send a custom message when a user reaches level 5, you can do announce level add 5 and then the text. So you could do congrats, you up to the level system. For example, you can use black list add list remove and then again admin. So
Okay, so we definitely need to blacklist few things. Blacklist. So for example, community manager doesn't get reassigned the role, right? Blacklist. Add admin. Because it's kind of, it would be strange if you write few messages as an admin or community manager and you change your role, right?
so now they can get XP. You can
They can
also
get.
add blacklists for channels. For example, if you don't want anyone to get any XP in general, you can do blacklist add.
Wait, then I want to remove them. Then I want to remove them. They should be able to get the XP. They should just not get the new role once. Admin. Let's remove. Let's remove them the admin. Okay.
General. And it's now blacklisted. You can also do blacklist show. And now we see there's no roles that are being blacklisted, but there is one channel, which is general. To see some server settings for your server with MariBot, you can do colon, question mark, or whatever your prefix is, and then settings. And you can see role settings, accumulate, replace, role and join, blah, 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 blah.
So how can I, for example, roll on join? Where's the documentation? Okay, weekly dashboard seems like a good setting to have for the this. Mm, okay. Okay, this is a good setting as well. Okay, can we test if that works? The mom test is book that so many people refer and so many people say for me that I should that I should read, but I didn't really read it. The mom test. The mom test. It's actually from I think it was written for someone from my university. Fitzpatrick. Or maybe no. Huh. Fitzpatrick. No, from Spain. Okay, interesting. Then they were just giving away it for free when I was there at my university, because for some reason I just assumed that if they give away for free, then it was written by someone there. Okay, nice. I mean, it seems like it's set up. Let's see. I'm gonna choose random person and I'm gonna assign a role of junior. It should be shown as a junior, but for some reason it doesn't. Does it only show roles when people are offline? Oh, online. I think, yeah. I think only when people are online. Okay, so show me now. Show me how can I show? What was the leaderboard? Leaderboard like this, right? Okay, let's see. Okay, so it's till 35. Let's see what happens after 35. We're definitely gonna be above the 35. All right, so that seems cool. Now another thing that I wanna do, I'm not sure if we're gonna keep it, but the Discord now is quite tiny, so I don't like we can set up everything whatever we want. I think this one is good. This one is good. We can always delete some parts that we don't like about this, and let me know if you feel like there are too many notifications or too much going on. I'm gonna modify everything. So set up YouTube notification. This is something that I had an idea. I saw in another service that's implemented. I'm not really sure if it's a good idea, but why not? Why not? Why not? I want to set up. I want to create a list of basically YouTube channels that you guys find useful. Um, and I'm gonna set up there like YouTube bot notifications is gonna say, hey, this channel has produced a video or something, and I'm gonna only put there the YouTube channels that are not um, don't produce that many videos. Like for example, I would suggest we put the Hormozy there, and anyone who joins the channel can go and see what channels we like For example, 6 days. Yeah, once a week is really good. So once a week is good. So let's Google for it. I have no idea how to set it up. Discord, YouTube notification bot.
Hey guys, it's Victor, and today I'm showing you how to get the YouTube bot for your Discord server. This bot allows you to get notifications when any YouTube channel uploads, regardless of whether it's your YouTube channel or not, in your Discord server. This is super useful in your Discord server and you want notifications on it, or you just want to be one of the
Okay.
first ones to see when your favorite YouTuber uploads. So the first thing you're going to want to do is come to this top link in the description and click invite on the bot. And you're going to want to stick around till the end of this video because I'm going to go over detailed commands that you're going to want to do, and they're kind of complicated. So make sure to add it to a server you have admin perms on. You're just going to want to authorize all of this, go through the CAPTCHA, and it should be in your Discord server after this check mark pops up. As you can see, here it is. Now to get a list of every single command, you're just going to type YT help. YT is the prefix here. However, we're going to go right into the notifier prefix. So we're going to YT notifier, and then what we're going to do is we're going to add, and then your channel name. Now say I wanted to add my channel, make sure to spell it out correctly. And now in YT notifier list, we have my YouTube channel, and I added it here earlier just to test things. This will notify you in the server that you did it in, which is my level up server here. And I also tested it in the general server. You will be notified of whenever I upload. Now say
Okay, so let's reorganize it a little bit. So here we have text channels, and I'm gonna delete the private one because why, we don't really need it. Delete channel. And can I create here a new, create a category, and I'm gonna call it automations. And level up goes into the automations, and here we're gonna have YouTube. Doubt. Welcome. So I tried to set up the points. Seems to be working now. But let's see how it's gonna behave once someone has 35 points. Yeah, I'm back in my room. My girlfriend finally allowed me to go back. No, she's just away, so I have a little bit of free space here. Exactly. Exactly. YouTube channels. YouTube channels. Here's what I wanna do. So I wanna set up a few channels like that we find useful, and people, when they join, they can see the notifications from these channels. If they not notification, I don't want like people being notified for them, but they can go and view through these channels. Like for example, I don't know, everyone can submit some channels that like. I like my first million. That's quite interesting podcast. I like them. So for example, we can add them. We can add a few more that we think useful. Yeah, so I want to set up, and also I actually want to learn how to do Discord properly, because how about instead it can be just useful links. So what I want to do is that whenever the new video there is created, well, actually, yeah, why would we need this type of automation when a new video is created? Then it just shows up. I thought about doing that, but I think it's a bit overcomplicating. Actually, it's a bit overcomplicating. Let's rename this edit channel, and let's call it useful links. And okay, then we should rename the automation into something I would rename this one probably. I know. Can we rename these text channels into something like whatever? Let's not rename it. Preset. Let's not rename it. Let's just rename this automation into what links? Something like, I don't know, others automations. Information. Yeah, information. That's perfect. Information. Save changes. Information, useful links. Useful links. Yeah. This is good. New members, nice. And in this basically, so I want to collect best books, podcasts that people recommend, and YouTube videos. Let's say here's a collection of good book of good. Let's just start immediately. Books, and for books, my own recommendation for our work week, just so that we have something there. Or how is it? The 4-hour work week. We also could include there a link, but here podcasts, YouTube channels. Okay, so let's see what are podcasts that I can recommend. I definitely like My First Million. That's definitely my favorite podcast. Let's click on them. How do I write million? Million with 2L. Million. My First Million. Okay, I see. So it doesn't give too much editing power. Okay. My First Million. Another one that I really liked. I stopped listening to it. Wait a second, where is that? Is it Founders? No, it's not Founders. Wait, where is my use books and podcasts? Ah, this is a good one, yeah. Books, podcasts, YouTube channels. Where I can see my podcasts, like what the hell? I can see liked songs, but where are my podcasts here? Your library. Okay, let me just have a look at my phone because this interface quite confusing. Acquired. That's the name. Acquired. Awesome podcast. Acquired. The 4-hour work week. Is there something like, yeah. Tim Ferriss and YouTube channels. I would add Hormozy. Alex. Quite a hyped channel, but it is hyped because the videos are really good. Oh, look at this. Okay, that's strange. But that's fine. That's fine. And we can modify those things. So I'm gonna write if anyone has any good podcast suggestions, make an announcement instead. What do you mean? Something like this. Yeah, has good podcast, YouTube, or books suggestions. Send them into useful links. And channel, I can choose here anything, right? General. Let's see. Okay. That's interesting. Can we make it like read only so that we kind of have a collection? Hmm. Okay. Oh, okay. Nice. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, nice. So we have reactions. Nice. I'm quite curious what's gonna be once we have 35 here. Let's see. Yeah, this is good. This is good. I like it. So I can pretty much say that this part is done. Nice. Yeah, we can always modify those things. Like I don't now there are not that many people who not that many people so that we don't need to do anything crazy. But I like the idea and I think at some point I also gonna speak about this Discord channel on my LinkedIn and then see maybe we're definitely gonna get quite a lot of people from LinkedIn if I say on LinkedIn that such thing exists. But for now I'm happy with it. That looks quite cool. All right. So yeah. Right. So this done. By the way, Doubt, if you didn't see, I have a new landing page. Look at this. It looks so much better than what it was before. It already looks like a real landing page. We have this course is perfect for you. So basically the design that I was doing, it's implemented already. There are a few things that we want to improve, but in general, landing page is already something that looks quite cool. You can even click here and see all, and you're going to the modules and pricing. Does pricing work? I don't think so. Yeah, even pricing works. Nice. That's quite cool. So I'm quite happy with the landing page. It's good. It's good enough for MVP, at least, for sure. It's kind of, yeah, quite happy. I can already send this landing page to people and say, hey, I know what should I say to people, but yeah, it looks great, I think. Okay, so we can actually start with the webinar now. And the webinar, oops, no need to save. Okay, I'm definitely gonna finish today the webinar. Most likely I'm gonna do it off stream because I'm gonna need to go and catch some package from in the city center. But I can already start with those things. So my task will be, and hold on, Alekmir, I hope I don't butcher your name. Welcome. So my task is basically to make this whole thing more visual, so that it's aligned with the way I present things usually. So the first thing is here. It's fine. So usually the way I approach those things is that I go and do the easy stuff, and then I go over and do more difficult stuff. So the first thing that I'm gonna modify is the font here. It's gonna be 35 because 35 is easier to read, and I'm gonna remove the bold and I'm gonna make it Helvetica. I really want to finish the webinar so that I can move on with creating the actual create the actual funnel, which will be much more fun than just webinar. I'll send you a step-by-step PDF. Step-by-step is more important, so step-by-step roadmap to becoming Salesforce developer. How do they do? There's always when you go to Gumroad, you see like people doing something like a book, and it's like 3D book. Like this one, for example. No. Mm-hmm. Here's what I mean. Gumroad. Discover. Software. Like those things here, for example, like this one. Yeah. So it looks like book. Look at me, I sent in Discord. Yeah, that's true. That's very true. Yeah, very true. It's like you do the marketing, you do everything. Everything, exactly. You do the taxes, the marketing, the accounting. That's why I'm not sold on the idea of solopreneur. Like, if you hire at least one person, it's such an exponential return, and you don't need to hire expensive person somewhere in US if you're from US, for example. You can hire someone in Philippines. It's gonna be fine if you do a good hire, but it's gonna save so much time. And money. I agree. I agree. But the most important that it's gonna save you mental health. So you don't have to do all of that, especially tasks that are super repetitive. For example, I have a task when I have my student. So I do one-to-one teaching, right? I go together with the student and we go like 1 hour, and all the lessons are recorded. And then I have to go to Zoom, find the recording, copy paste it, and go to the folder of the student, find the folder of the student, create the document um, with a date and with the topic that it was, and then paste the recording there. It's kind of an easy task, but it was so bothering me a lot because I was procrastinating on this task so much. I really didn't want to do that. It's easy, but you have to go through all of this, like search that, find that, do that. So I delegated this task to one of my employees, to Igor, and I'm so happy. This is one of the best things that I've like. I don't worry about that recording is not saved, because I know that Igor will all the time at the end of the day he will check, he will make sure that the recordings are in the right place, and my mind is so much free. I don't care. I just do the lesson, and then everything else outside is basically delegated. So much better. This is how people in US do it usually. They say nine, and this is the thing that I actually see in a lot of US things. Like, for some reason it's not that popular in I don't know, like I just feel it's much more US thing. Like, they say, okay, this is the value, this has this value, and I'm gonna give it for free for you. Look at this. The funny part that this thing is completely just out of head. Okay, so it's 97, but you're so lucky today that I'm gonna give you that for zero. So lucky. Now you get for zero. Right? I also need to make this slide very, very visual. How to become how to become Salesforce developer. Okay, I don't like the red color. Let's make it. Let's make it any other color. Not how to become a Salesforce developer. That doesn't look great. That doesn't look great. But I have an idea how to make it better looking. This. Nah, I wouldn't say it's a huge improvement. No, that doesn't look great. Let me remove the white thing. How people on Gumroad make it so good looking? Well, they basically place it here. Okay, let me replicate the same design. Let me try to replicate the same design. Oh, I have an idea. Here we go. AI is working. That's the real use for AI. Nice. Nice. Look at this. This is good. So now I need the old one back so that I have an example, and I'm gonna place there my own stuff. So I'm gonna place here Salesforce development. You stole that. It's not called stealing. It's trying to replicate. Look at this. Salesforce development. I'm wondering if your product idea code school for Apex in Salesforce is maybe too niche to achieve higher revenue. This is a really good point. Like, this is a really good point. I agree that this concern is possible. Like, I totally see what you mean, and this is something that I was thinking also quite a lot. Now here's my thought process, and I might be wrong, but this is my market research that I've done. If I go to LinkedIn, people who I target, inspiration is at roots of recreation, yeah. So here's how I thought about it. So I search here for Salesforce consultant, and I said people, and I took location United States, Germany, United Kingdom, France, Canada, Australia. Those are the biggest markets. Show results. And I see 63,000 people. So I see 63,000 people. And like this, I searched for admins and for junior people. So I estimate that there are at least 100,000 people who I can target. So there is at least 100,000 people who I can target. And this is only people on LinkedIn. And of course, there can be some overlap between people who are consultants, admins, and architects and developers. But I estimate it as 100,000. So if I, let's say, take 1% of the market, it will be 1,000 people by 1,000 times 1,000. This is the lifetime value of these people. We get to 1 million of revenue. So this is my thought process about this. Yes, I think, and this is if we capture 1% of this market. So it is really niche. If you compare it to any other field, let's take, for example, Java developer. You can already see that this is like 200,000. It's only Java developer. This is not even the people who work in the Java, right? So this is not even junior Java developer, senior Java developer, middle Java developer, and so on. So yes, it is niche, but it is not that small, and you don't need huge numbers if you have the right course. So those are my thoughts. And I'm sure we will be able, not only 1% of those people, I think like 5% we can go, and we can see that from this 100,000, let's say the lifetime value will be 500, so that's what, 2 million in revenue, 2.5 million in revenue. So those are my thoughts. So for me, it seems to be fine. Oh my god, look at my creation, at what they have. Hi, Adrian. Hi. Now I recognize you. I at first I thought, what kind of Adrian, but now I understand. Join the Discord, by the way. Inspiration is at the roots of every creation, they say. Exactly. Developers, everyone steals the ideas. So every single creator takes the ideas and kind of implements them in their own way. And if you do it long enough, you will be able to develop own style, which I think I already have my own style in terms of writing on LinkedIn, for example, but not on YouTube. So developers, admins, that's called for admins, developers, consultants, and architects. By the way, where's the music? Wait. Oh my god. Okay. I think we even have few people from France. I definitely saw people from France. Here we go. Now I understand why I see it like this, because we're in the streaming mode, so the nicknames are hidden. That's the thing. I got it. I got it. All right. So for admins, developers, consultants, and architects. Oh my god, it's like a very bad it's very bad copy paste. It's like, look at the left side and look at the right side. Oh my god. How do they do it so that it looks like it's actually written there? How do they do it? It just looks very lame. What I did, what the hell? So Adrian, what we are building? So I'm building the coding school, right? And currently I'm building a sales funnel for the webinar, the way I'm gonna sell the whole thing. Because here's the coding school. I'm gonna first launch the course, the 12-week course, and then I'm gonna take this money and feedback and implement an even better platform. Oh my god. This is very bad. This is very bad. So okay, this is even, so this one looks better than this. So I kind of want to abandon my idea that I had. I think this is better than how to become Salesforce developer. How to become a Salesforce developer. And then I can take this element, for example. Or this one. I think this one gonna look great. No. Alright. I just spent time on it. It's kind of useless. And it kind of doesn't make any difference, I guess, at the end. So let's just do delete here and let's just forget the what you saw so far. That was really bad. My try to copy it. Oh yeah, anyway, so this I think, but this slide I think is good. Recently on Canva. Yeah, I mean, I think this is good enough for just a webinar. People not gonna buy because the book doesn't look as nice as Illuminati. What are you writing there? Wait a second, let me read what are you actually writing there. Photoshop is the only solution. I think France is overrated. Illuminati. What the hell? How can you name a country overrated? Like, what the hell? No country is overrated. France is cool. I haven't been too much in France. I've been to Strasbourg, which is really like on the border with Germany. It's really 4 hours, I think, from Munich. So yeah, I've been there. Quite a cool city, but very German, very German. It's like you go there and you see half of the people walking there and speaking German. France is beautiful. France is awesome. What the hell, Illuminati? Okay, then why should you listen to me? And why should you listen to me? I think I can just take a screenshot from my main page. Come on, Lord. I studied in Strasbourg. Ah, nice. The city is amazing. Yeah, the city is amazing. I celebrated my last 50% German. Yeah, I celebrated my last New Year there. Was so good, and the New Year itself was really good. I had too many drinks on this New Year though. The one thing that really sucked in Strasbourg, we couldn't find any normal supermarket. Like, I don't know, maybe it was... I don't know if it's normal in France, but here in Germany we have Aldi and Edeka and Rewe and all of this just normal supermarkets, and in Strasbourg we couldn't find. They were all really bad. And the quality of products were just like, I don't know, questionable. But I think it's because we we didn't found them. Okay, so I kind of like this idea, but I need to modify it a little bit. Do I really need to include my pictures here? I'm not so sure. Maybe I should just write it as a text. It's gonna be much higher quality than me writing it down. I see here one thing. I don't know about that. Usually the cities themselves are only small expensive stores, but I remember going to Lidl once in Strasbourg. Yeah, I think that one part of our experience could be that it was New Year, so we couldn't really, like, New Year is a special time, right? So probably a lot of just usual supermarkets, they were closed. Yeah. Yeah, Aldi is the best. I remember I saw a funny video where Aldi, something like Aldi opening UK. Yeah, like this. People in UK, when the Aldi opened, it's like a new thing there, and people were like, "Oh, this is Aldi. This is so like, this is wow, such an experience." They were, I don't like, I remember watching a video where they were basically asked about basically giving interview. Yeah, like this. How does Aldi keep so low the prices? Yeah, Aldi is really cool. I remember when I first went to Germany and I went to Aldi. I paid for food the same prices as I was paying for food in Ukraine, which is quite crazy because Ukraine is third world country, so it should be I mean not real, it's quite economically not that well country as Germany, so the food should be much cheaper, but no, like Aldi, the prices in Aldi and Lidl are so cheap, which is awesome. I agree it is getting worse in France, but living here is real nice. Yeah, I agree. I mean, I think everywhere in Europe is getting worse. Like even in my 5-6 years living in Germany, the economy got so messed up. Okay, so here are my achievements. I delivered. Let me write here in the notes what I want to say. I delivered over 1 million in value as a Salesforce developer. I graduated from the top computer science university in Germany. Not sure if I should include this, but okay. I worked with some of the fastest growing startups in Europe. I taught 100 people how to code. 100 plus people. And this one is not important. 100 plus people. I would include here. I need to come up here with some things that are more relevant for the course itself. So I would say I worked on 20 plus projects. I actually need to calculate how many projects exactly I worked in. Projects as a Salesforce developer. And I know you people will not agree with me, but the truth is it's just because of the immigrants. Well, this is completely not true. Like, that's just BS. Yeah, see you, Edwin. See you. Nothing is because of the immigrants. Everything is because how the countries treat immigrants. Like, they need immigrants. They just fail to integrate them properly into the society, and that's a huge problem in Germany. Like you try. So here I'm a good example. If they were to give me visa 5 months ago, I would be already 5 months paying the taxes into their system, but they don't give me the visa. So that's the example. And then they don't give me the visa, then they mess up with creating new businesses. How can you develop a country? How can a country economy get better if you need 7 months to open a business? Like, this is just not the way it should go. All the problems is not because of the immigrants. It's not because of one issue. Is the whole systematic problem of that the Western countries and European countries are just not quick enough. They're not robust enough. They are so they're a little bit old. They I don't know, especially Germany. What are you making, dude? I'm new, can you explain? I'm working on a coding school and currently I'm developing a webinar to sell the course. To sell the course. I delivered 20 plus projects as a Salesforce developer. And I passed platform developer 2 certification. Like, a lot of these things, they are kind of cringy for me to write, actually. I don't know. I kind of don't like bragging, but this is something that Illuminati, you're writing very strange things. What's gonna be next? You're gonna start comparing people based on their skull difference size or what? I passed the platform 2 certification. Yeah, I don't know. Our free course was taken, let's say over 500 people took our Apex course. Or 500, which is true. It will be true by the end we launch this thing. Because currently, how many people took the course? I think, okay, I'm not supposed to show you this part because you can see. Hey, what's going on? Am I still live? Huh. I'm still live. That's interesting. But restream shows for me that I'm not live. Okay, whatever. It's not that important. Whatever. Okay, what languages I'm teaching? I'm teaching Apex. This is Salesforce specific language, so it's not Python or Java or something like this. Okay, so this bragging slide is very cringy for me, but that's something that we should include, because why would people listen to me, right? I need to find some kind of reasons why people would listen to me. And I think I explain the reasons here. Maybe I need to shorten them or kind of adjust. Yeah, but for now I think it's good. Who is this webinar for? And I'm gonna ask ChatGPT to check my grammar. Okay, so it's correct. Let me do it like this. This webinar is for you if you are admin, architect, consultant, junior developer, or let's call it beginner developer, or breaking into the Salesforce ecosystem. Then it's for you. Let's make it 42. Wait, why is it everywhere? Yeah, I wanna Helvetica everywhere. This webinar, is it Helvetica? Yep, because that's the font that I'm using. Okay, so this webinar is for you, and 42. It's gonna be 42 as well. And then it's especially for you, if you feel competition on the market, if you can't find a job in Salesforce, if the job description all require Apex, if you're not satisfied with your salary, if you rely on developers too much. Now I'm gonna put this: you are not satisfied with your salary, you feel competition on the market, you can't find a job, you rely on developers too much. And all job descriptions, they require Apex. Then this presentation is especially for you. So in this presentation, I'm gonna tell you 3 secrets. How to deploy first code already this month, or let's call it next month. Secret number 2, how to start with Salesforce development without any previous knowledge. And secret number 3, how to know what to study to increase your market value. Those are the 3 secrets. And I'm gonna tell you all the secrets that I know. Should I move this slide somewhere near so that I kind of talk about the slides? Okay, let's leave it for now here. Now, how could I visualize this slide? I think it's fine. I think this slide doesn't really need too much visualization. Yeah, it's good enough. It's good enough. Already next month. How to deploy your first code already next month. And then I'm gonna ask a question. How many of you think that you need to learn Apex to become a Salesforce developer? So if you feel like you need to learn Apex, most likely you don't have an Apex problem, you have a coding problem. Okay, let me do it at least 42. Maybe even 35. Question. You need to learn Apex. To become a Salesforce developer. Well, most likely it's not the case. Most likely you don't need to learn Apex. You need to learn how to code. Okay, I know how to visualize this part. Apex. Coding. Yeah, say no, no Apex. That's not an Apex problem. That's coding problem. It's not an Apex problem. It's a coding problem. Oh wait, I don't need to. Okay. And I've been using yesterday while creating my last presentation. Let's find what is the last presentation that I did. 3 mistakes. Yeah, this one. This one. I really like this one. Okay. Apex and here checkbox will be which one? This one? Just change the green color to less annoying color. Coding. Okay, that thing goes into the notes. Most likely you don't have Apex problem, you have a coding problem. Okay. Nice. So this is how I visualize those ideas. I don't know, just play around and somehow they come together. So it's not Apex, it's coding problem. And then I'm just gonna gonna say that, okay, so most likely you think that you need to learn Apex, but actually what you need to do is you need to learn coding, not Apex itself. It took me 1 week, or what is it? Took me one week to learn Apex because I knew how I can actually put it. Okay, I can put it on the other slide. Okay, guys, it's 13. It kind of means that I need to go take a lunch, and you can see lunch now. It's written here. So I need to take a lunch, and today's stream was kind of shorter than I expected, but we are not running out of streams because I will be streaming today as well. I will be streaming today and wait, not today, tomorrow, and after tomorrow, and after tomorrow, and blah blah blah. And if you want to chat in between, join the Discord. I will be hanging out there for quite a long time. So thank you everyone for joining, and see you in Discord or tomorrow. Bye bye.